Let's get to some national news because happening in less than 12 hours, the U.S. government could enter a partial shutdown. Right now, you're taking a live look at Capitol Hill this morning where government lawmakers, and they will be trying once again to work out their differences for you, some of the American people. Last night, the Senate did not vote on a government funding agreement. This is after President Donald Trump and Democrats, they hinted that they actually had a deal. NBC's Alice Barr. She has the latest from Washington.
Shutdown struggles reemerging on Capitol Hill as overnight a plan to fast-track a government funding vote hit a snag in the Senate, with at least one senator objecting, just hours after President Trump announced a deal had been reached.
We've gotten along very well. We're working on trying to get it to stay open.
5 sources say the plan was to pass a chunk of government funding while splitting off the Department of Homeland Security and taking 2 weeks to negotiate immigration enforcement reforms Democrats are demanding, including ending roving raids and no agents in masks. Bipartisan lawmakers have signaled a willingness to negotiate.
To make sure that we rein in ICE appropriately and make it more professional.
Congress must stop them.
President Trump overnight appearing to shift course again on his administration's response in Minneapolis, asked if immigration enforcement agents would soon start pulling out.
No, not at all.
That after earlier in the day, his border czar, Tom Homan, said this.
My main focus now is drawdown.
Adding that reducing federal manpower in the city depends on cooperation with state and local law enforcement for more targeted migrant removals, focusing in jails and prisons.
The mission is going to improve.
I'll believe it when I see it.
Minneapolis Mayor Jacob Fry in Washington pressing for a full federal pullout and an overhaul of officer conduct as his city reels from this month's deadly shootings of Renee Good and Alex Preddy.
People can see with their own eyes how the funding for ICE is being utilized right now, and it's not creating safety in our communities, it's causing chaos.
If the Senate does reach a government funding agreement before tonight's midnight shutdown deadline, it still has to go back to the House, and they're not in Washington right now. A brief weekend partial shutdown is unlikely to cause major problems, but they'll need to act fast with transportation funding part of what's on the line. That could mean more airport delays coming. In Washington, Alice Barr, NBC News.